Hi, I'm Recca, and I'm a ninja. Hey everyone, this is Thabreakmasta here, and I'm gonna be doing my Flame of Recca full anime review. Yes, I was gonna do this too. I'm just gonna be blasting out these full anime reviews like boom, 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 bow, 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 fire, power. But yeah, oops, sorry about that. But yeah, let me just get right into this and get to the plot, to the story, and yeah, I'll tell you my thoughts on it, and yeah, we go from there, man. Go from there. All right. So the plot of this story. Flame of Recca follows the story of a teenage boy named Recca Hanabishi, who is inherited in ninja and claims to be one himself. He often gets into fights because he made it publicly known that the person who manages to defeat him will earn his services as a loyal ninja. Despite this, he eventually pledges his loyalty and services to a ninja to Yanagi Shokoshita. Freaking names, last name's hard for some reason. A girl with an inability to heal any wound/injury. Because of her kindness and compassion, Recca soon discovers that he possesses the inability to control and manipulate flames, and eventually learns that he is actually the son of the 6th generation leader of the Hokage, a ninja clan that was wiped out by Oda Nobunaga. Oda Nobunaga. This guy does everything. In 1576, roughly 400 years before the series' present day. The Hokage ninjas wield mystical objects called Midogu, which are referred to as psychic devices or elemental weapons in the English version of the series. Midogu grants their users special abilities, such as allowing their users to manipulate certain elements, as in the case of the Fujin, which allows its wielder to manipulate the elements of wind, and enhancing their users' strength and ability, as in the case of the Doshi no Wa, which increases its users' physical strength, and Idaten, which increases its users' running speed. Oda Nobunaga has invaded the Hokage in 1576 for the purpose of acquiring these weapons, and the series' main antagonist, Kuran Mori, is searching for a Midogu that will grant him eternal life. Recca and his friends become entangled in Mori's quest for eternal life as he entitledly attempts to kidnap Yanagi, believing that her healing powers will help him achieve immortality. This leads them to join the Uranbuto Shakushin, a tournament wherein the warriors that wield Midogu gather to battle each other. So basically that's the whole story, and I just gave you a little bit of spoiler there. They go into a tournament. The characters of this show are Recca Hanabishi, which you already heard what I just said. Recca Hanabishi is the main character in the show. He's the first person you'll see in the show, and I watched the English dub of this series, so please don't be mad at me because, like, I know you might like, you guys might like this anime, but when I watched the English dub of this show, I didn't feel it. Maybe I need to watch this, like, the sub version. Maybe I should do that, right? I don't know. Leave a comment and tell me. I just, when I watched the show, it just wasn't. I liked it until it got to the tournament. Yeah, that's all I can say. I liked the show until it got to the tournament, because then they just like didn't even do the fights right. They just, again, it's a show that just didn't put the fights in right. Because the funny thing is, they had like 2 tournaments in this. I'm talking about the second tournament. The second tournament in this was the one that was like, it wasn't good. But let me talk about the characters first before I start going into this. Recca Hanabishi is the main character, and he's the one that I already told him what he was, and he can control flames, and he has 6 dragons, I think. Yeah, I don't really want to get into the names of it unless I can find it, because he has 6 dragons, and like I said, it's just, like I said. And then we got Yanagi Shokoshita. She's a girl that has the healing powers and stuff like that. She don't really do anything in the series though. She's just the damsel in distress. She just gets captured, and then then you gotta go save her and crap, And then you got Fuko Kurosawa. Fuko is a girl that is actually the person that wields the Fujin, which is the one with wind. So yeah, the Fujin is hers. That's why they probably end up saying it in the first place in the synopsis in here. So yeah. And then the Doshi no Wa is for another character named Domon, Ishijima. Domon is a physical fighter. He's all buffed up. He's like dark and stuff. He's the darkest kind of character. He has a mohawk. You know, he's pretty dumb. You actually get to see this character first. I mean, he's the second character you'll see in the series, I think, because he tries to fight Recca in the first episode because of his reputation as a ninja, and he never wins against him, by the way. So yeah. And then we got Tokiya Mikigami. Tokiya is, yeah, he's a guy that wields a liquid sword, which is what his Madogu is. And you know, he's able to control water and make it ice and slice and does all these kind of attacks and whatnot. So that's Tokimiya. I won't really get into his past, but you'll get to see him later in the series. So yeah, you can see him later in the series. So then we got Kuran Kogenei. Kuran Kogenei is a kid that was with this guy named Kure. Kure is a guy is brothers with Recca. Kure and Recca are brothers, and Kure also has the power to control flames, except his flames are different. His flames are supposed to be much stronger than Recca's, so he's actually stronger than Recca, as in that. So yeah, and like I said, there's a lot of story and plot that goes into this. Like I said, the story is actually good. Like I said, I like the story of the show. The story of the show is good, and like I said, I like the plots. It's just the fights were kind of disappointing towards the end. It keeps doing that, and then it got cliche at the end of the episode. I mean, at the end of the show too, that I didn't like. But yeah, but we also got Kagehoshi. Kagehoshi, first antagonist of the series, and revealed as Recca's mother. Oh yes, Recca's mother. I was trying to remember what it was. I had to read the thing. Yes, Recca's mother, and you'll see her basically like in I think it's the first episode actually, because she ends up trying to tell him about the powers and whatnot, and she's not trying to act like her mother, but yeah, then later on you'll get to know that they're mother. So I actually think I just spoiled it for you. I'm sorry, but yes, that's Kagehoshi's Kure means it's Recca's mother, and yeah, like I said, now let's get into my thoughts in the show. Like I said, I watched the English dubbed. The English dub, the dubbing was okay. It wasn't great. I bet the Japanese was better. Like I said, the dub was it's an older dub, so I expected it to actually be better, because older dubs for some reason seem better, like Trigun and Cowboy Bebop and S Cried. I mean, you know, those are some excellent dub shows, but I don't know, this one wasn't really nothing. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have, you know, some big all-star, you know, people or something. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just expected more from the series, from the fights again. Like I expected more from the series, from the fights. Like I said, towards the end, it's the stupid thing is like the fights from the beginning to the first tournament and then to the second tournament. I mean, to the first tournament, the fights until the first tournament, they're all good. I like them. They're actually pretty decent fights. They actually dragged on to like 2 or 3 episodes, like some of them did. Like Recca's fight did, I think. He was fighting someone. Yeah, it was like 2 episodes. Yeah, that dragged on for like 2 episodes, and then we got other people too, and then they dragged on their fights for quite a bit too, and then there was some good fights, and then the ending, like towards the ending, to where the second tournament happened, where you know the Kuran Mori guys ends up trying to you know make this tournament and make all the users guys come over here and start fighting and stuff, and it just like it was disappointing. The only fight that wasn't so bad, I guess, it was what's his name? It was Tokiya, because you get character development in that fight. He has to fight this facing a black guy too. I'm just kidding. But yeah, he does fight a black dude. But yeah, it's Tokiya's fight is actually probably the best one out of that whole tournament right there. I mean, I don't know, it had character development on it, and it was pretty good. But the rest of them were like, and then we had another build-up fight to the end, and it was just it did it again. It was so cliche. It was like so cliche. I couldn't take it. It just wasn't that good to me. It was Kure versus Recca. That you'll get to know what I'm talking about if you just watch a couple of episodes, honestly. So it's not necessarily a spoiler that they're going to fight. They have to fight each other, and it's just they fell short on that. And holy crap, this freaking thing's going long. But they fell short on that thing. I need to end this. But they fell short on that fight, and it could have been better. The whole this like I said, maybe it was English dub. Maybe something got cut out in the English dub. I don't know. So like I said, maybe I might rewatch it in the sub, I guess, because there's a lot of versions of this. So I mean, it fell short to me. The why the ending has to be kind of stupid, and it was cliche. It was just too cliche to me. It's like the typical kind of endings and stuff, and it just wasn't good. So leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this. This show. Like, do you recommend me watching this in subs or something? Cause is that better than the dub, or what? Like, just leave me a comment. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing more, like I said before my last video, which is why I'm saying this. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta. I stretched this out way too long. I am so sorry. Break out.